down. On second down, Freeman shrugs him off. Freeman to first down and more. He's at the 30, 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Devontae Freeman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. You talk about explosion plays. There's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate, big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Leopard! All right, now look at 56.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Smith catches left side. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at third down here. Looking to throw. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Well, that didn't take very long. You mentioned you have to keep him under wraps. Avoid the big play is what you said, and here he makes one in the first quarter.
Yeah, you can't let this become a habit. Otherwise, you know what will happen? They'll flap.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. In for the score. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And the QB rating right now, sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's
right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Newton takes it himself. And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. Only a yard on the sneak, not what he was hoping for, and it's 3rd down. And Newton's going to keep it. And he'll burrow his way forward to pick up the first. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down.
And while it's highly unusual for NFL teams to think about using their quarterback on key third-down runs, none of those teams, save one, has Cam Newton. He's unique, one of the biggest quarterbacks you'll ever see. Give him the ball. Let him pick it up.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And he stopped immediately there. It was Jordan Evans making the play defensively.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And now Newton not liking the play call. He's going to take a timeout. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, here's Hill. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. A first update now out of Jacksonville. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation,
and a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They begin the drive with Hill. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Go, 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 run. Here we go. Gun.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Okay, folks, we got 4. We got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go. Great.
Now the pitch to Freeman. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Losing 4 yards that time. And now it's 4th down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
This is taken at the 23. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Zach Brown in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They needed 17 on 3rd down, and that's exactly what they got. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain of 32 that time.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
They'll set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Leopard! Leopard! Detroit! Detroit!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Carolina getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Two minutes to go here in the first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll run on first down. Hill, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. On second down, Hill, and he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Newton. A dump off now to Hill. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Armstrong. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Now Newton on first down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Jordan Evans, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. From the 50, Newton. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Armstrong. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Newton now to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Armstrong. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Back 99 Philly, here we go!
They'll look to throw here on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, he couldn't turn it into much more.
They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Cameron Jordan in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They're going to look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kevin Minter. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. first possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made there by the UCF man, Mike Hughes. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, that's Hill. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football. Caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On 2nd down, Hill. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Hill. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Come on now. Great.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Back now in Austin. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it. It's Hill. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Tyreek Hill, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Back to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Finding some room at midfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. They'll drop the throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. But fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Here we go, fellas. Hey!
And once again, Hill, he's been busy. He's got room to run past the 20. And he's going to get this all the way up to the 30-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now carry number 20 here for Hill. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They stick on the ground on 1st down with Hill. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. On 2nd down now, Hill. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. The Panthers on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now a handoff. Here's Hill. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins, in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Hill. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Well, this drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. On 2nd down, Hill. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Panthers, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody.